Hey everybody, welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We're your hostesses always, every week, every Monday, don't think otherwise, Brooke and
Beck.
And I just said every Monday, but newsflash everybody, next week we won't be recording, which means there will not be an episode on the 26th of December. So I just lied to you. How's that make you feel? Oh my gosh. That was funny. I know we did that first little intro just then and I wasn't even next to the microphone to start talking. That's going to be a blooper for sure.
Actually, this one's going to air on the 26th. It's the second that won't have one. Right.
I'm a mess this morning. There will not be one on the 2nd. That's what it is, right? 2nd of January?
Yes. Can't believe it's almost a new year.
I know.
Where has the time gone?
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I never make them because people never keep them, so there's no point in making them.
Yeah, I don't ever really try to make them because of that. Because I'm not going to keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that the temperature blanket is a resolution of sorts.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But I'm not calling it that because if I called it that, then I would never get it done.
We're going to get those done. It's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I need to finish the blanket that is on the needles currently because those are the needles I'm going to be using for my temperature blanket. But
yeah, you better work on that.
Yeah, currently there is what's supposed to become a blanket for my grandmother on them. Oh, gosh.
Does your grandmother know about this blanket?
No.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'll see if I can get it done, but I'm going to get her something else for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I will tell her about it at Christmas time so she knows to be expecting a lovely handcrafted, beautifully professional hand-knitted blanket.
Hey,
Christmas.
It's going to look very professional. Your sweater looked a lot better than you thought it was going to turn out.
Yeah,
so.
And I was really winging it with that. So, in other news, it's Emma's birthday.
Yes.
So next week when y'all hear this, hopefully you'll send her a belated happy birthday message of some sorts. That would be funny.
She's had a really good weekend.
That's good. What did y'all do? Oh, yeah. So, big thing that I want you to tell me about. You went somewhere. Y'all went somewhere. And I need to know all about it. So, take it away, Becky.
Okay, so, and our friend gave me permission to say her name. So, if I accidentally or on purpose say it, it's okay.
Okay.
So, at work, Sam and I, our friend Sam, we were working together and we saw an advertisement for the Harry Potter experience in Atlanta. And we were both talking about how we wanted to go and blah, blah, blah. It's kind of expensive for 3 people. Like, it's not too expensive.
Yeah.
It's just, as a single mom, at Christmas time,
yeah, it's a little
trying
pricey.
to make sure you pay your bills and have something under the tree.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to go, but I don't want to spend that money.
Yeah.
So she goes, 30 minutes later, she says, what time are you and the girls free on Sundays? And I said, around 2. And she said, okay, because I want to do something for you for Christmas. It was so obvious.
Yeah.
But then I was like, what if that's not what she's
I know,
planning?
you really feel like something for assuming that's what it would be if it wasn't.
But it was. So we went to the Harry Potter exhibition yesterday. It was great.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people have ever been to the National Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm an idiot. I've been there, and I can't think of what it's called. Like, it's 5 different museums, but it's under one name. You're looking that up? Okay, she's going to look that up. But they have, in their museums, they have, like, dresses that the first ladies have worn. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you can see Jackie Onassis and, like, some of the President Garfield's wife's dresses, things like that. And they're all behind glass.
Yeah.
So when we went to the exhibition, that's how it made me feel. Like we were at a museum. The Smithsonian.
Oh.
Thank you.
Duh. Okay.
So it's actually multiple museums, but it's all under the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
But so they have, all these nice things behind glass.
Right.
And that's kind of how it was. So like when we went, everything that was protected behind glass was from the actual movies.
That's
It was so cool. They had all the wands.
Yeah.
Everyone's wands were there. And I was like, that's cool, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. Like, you'd think that they could keep their wands.
Right.
But maybe there were multiple wands, too. Like, maybe they got a wand, and then the other wands were kept. I don't know. I just always think that it'd be cool if, when you're in a movie, you got to keep something significant that was your characters, that belonged to your character.
No, I agree.
But all their wands were there. There were some really cool costumes. Professor McGonagall's robes and her hat were there. The sorting hat was there.
Yeah.
It was just so cool. Like, the first thing that happened, the very first thing that was so cool, they take you into this room and you see the Marauders map up on the walls. And so, like, you go and you tap your bracelet. Well, I guess I should go back. The very first thing you do is you tap your bracelets that they give you at the front, and you put in all of your information. Okay. And you put your house in. So Ella put Gryffindor, and we put Hufflepuff.
Is Sam also a Hufflepuff?
Sam is also a Hufflepuff.
I thought so, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
I didn't know until yesterday. And so so you put all that information in. So then wherever you go in the exhibit, it recognizes your information in your bracelet.
That's cool.
So when we went into the room with the map, you tap, bless you. You tap the little thing on the wall. It puts your name on the map.
That's so cool.
And so I took pictures of, like, Ella's name and Emma's and Sam's and my name all up on the wall. Ella's was like way over here somewhere, and the other three of us were like clumped almost together.
That's funny.
And Sam was like, I think you left your wand in the hall.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Like, it was so cool.
Yeah.
And so then,
could you see other people, like just other random names?
Yeah, everyone's names was on the wall.
That's so cool.
It was so cool.
I like that.
And then so you got to go in and you went to potions class, and they had like 5 or 10 positions set up for potions, and they all had the little cauldrons and the little spell book, and you tap your bracelet and you get to choose a potion. I made a love potion, of course. I mean, I need some romance. And so then you have to find your ingredients in the book, and it's dark, and it keeps asking me, are you still there? Do you still want to do the potion?
That's funny.
I'm like, Emma was helping me. She's like, Mom, you need this one. And I felt like we were cheating in class, and Professor Snape was going to come get us. Yeah. And they had Professor Snape's robes. It was so cool. It was really sad because Professor Snape is gone and Hagrid is gone. But I made a potion. Yeah. And then you got to go and plant the mandrakes. Yeah. Reroot them. And they were squealing. It was so cool. Like, it was like you were actually in herbology class.
I think you would be like, I think in my future, if I went to Hogwarts, I would be somewhere within the care of magical creatures. Like, that would be my career. I think you would have something to do with herbology.
Oh my gosh. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And then, like, every time you did something, you completed an activity, it would say 10 points for Hufflepuff, or like if Ella did it, 10 points for Gryffindor. Then you got to go in this one place and put your hand down like you were touching a Horcrux. That's what they're called, right? Mm-hmm. And it took you to a different place. So you see your face up, or you see you up on the screen as you're touching the thing, and then you start to swirl on the screen.
Horcrux. It's oh god.
Yeah, Horcrux is not the. I didn't think I would just pulled that out of the air, but
Horcrux is when you like leave a bit of yourself in something.
Yeah.
And, like you. What is it
called?
Ah!
But okay,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So they're doing the time travel, and I took a picture, so it probably tells me in the picture. But you're doing the travel, not time travel, but you're traveling. And so the girls got put out. Like, one of them got to the Weasleys' house, and one of them got to like the games. I got put out with like a Death Eater or something, and I'm I got to get out of here. I'm like, I don't know where I am, but it's dark and there's a figure right here. I think it was a Death Eater, but I'm not sure because I got scared and I ran. I was like, I'm out of here.
No, thank you. It's a port key.
Port key.
Duh.
And
knew it off the top of my head, or couldn't think of it off the top of my head, but I was like, I know what she's talking about. What is it? Yeah.
So anyway, it was so cool. It was so cool. Like, if anyone is in the Atlanta area, they should go.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's worth it.
That's really cool. Did you get to do, like, I guess, any other classes, quote unquote?
Yes. The fortune telling.
Okay.
You go in and they've got the crystal ball set up, and you divination.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, divination. They've got the crystal ball set up, and you look down in, and it says divination.
Yeah. That's funny.
And then, like, they had the teacup.
Yeah.
They had that, and it had to have been from the movie because it was behind glass. They
Okay.
had the actual teacup
Uh-huh.
that had, like, the little tea leaves in it.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. I couldn't take a picture of that because there were people, you kind of expect kids to be really excited and to maybe be hogging something because they're kids.
Yeah.
But when you're an adult and you just stand in front of something, they weren't even looking at it. They were standing in front of it with their hands behind their back, like waiting on somebody. Move.
Yeah. Hello. I want to take a picture of that.
Right. And so I didn't get a picture because they're just standing there like they're guarding it. Like you're not allowed to look at this. Grown-ups, be grown-ups.
Yeah.
Like, you want your children to act right. How about you act right?
Yeah.
Like,
Snap.
I mean, I don't understand adults sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
they really seriously act like children.
Oh, yeah.
The children at the exhibit were better behaved than some of the adults.
Yeah.
Then Ella got to use, like, the magic phone, in the phone booth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so she's, like, talking on the phone, having a conversation.
That's funny.
I said, come on out of there now so someone else can take a picture. But it was really cool because, a lot of kids nowadays, they don't know what a landline is, and they don't know what a phone booth is. They don't have those here anymore.
Right.
And our phone booths never looked as cool as the ones in England look anyway.
Yeah.
So that was really cool for her. And then there were so many interactive things. It was a lot more fun than I initially, I knew it was going to be fun.
Right.
But it was way more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
There were way more things to do.
Like more interactive stuff.
Yeah, more
you
interactive
anticipated.
things. She played Quidditch, but it was kind of funny because I was like, now how are they? Someone told me that you could play Quidditch. I was like, how are you going to do that?
Right.
But they had hoops that were set up, but you threw the balls, and I took some pictures of those and posted them. I posted some pictures on our Facebook page.
Yeah. I did see the mandrakes.
Yes. And so it was more like basketball than Quidditch, but it was really cool. And Ella really had a good time. She kept throwing the ball. I said, come on, let's go do something else now. Yeah. So, and then I bought butterbeer. Okay. I was disappointed.
Was it alcoholic butterbeer or non-alcoholic?
Non-alcoholic.
Okay. Just curious.
I'm pretty sure.
You're
I hope it was non-alcoholic because I definitely let the girls drink it.
It probably was.
I've almost 20 years ago now, I looked up recipes to bake butterbeer at home. Yeah. And I saw that you could, even that long ago, you could buy it on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to have a Harry Potter themed party one year. That's why I was looking at it. Mm-hmm. And I just had in my head that it was this almost creamy, like a cream soda type drink. Yeah. But it tastes like butterscotch. Yeah. Right? Yeah. That's what it's supposed to taste like. It was, you could barely taste the butterscotch. It wasn't sweet. Oh. It was not creamy at all. Yeah. It was just almost like drinking soda water with a little bit of butterscotch flavor. And I hate soda water, first of all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of soda water.
And so I was just I was really disappointed. Yeah. I had this whole thing built up in my head about how yummy it was going to be. Yeah. And it wasn't.
You just have to make it a lot sweeter and a lot more butterscotch flavoring,
I guess. Whoever's making the butterbeer to do better. Yeah. Yeah, do better.
Do better.
But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I was so jealous.
A magnet.
Yes, you did. I know. I wasn't expecting that. You came back up the stairs. You're like, here you go. And I was like, what's this? A cute little Hufflepuff magnet. I mean, probably the cutest Hufflepuff magnet they had. It was so cute. It's on the front of my fridge right now. Love it.
I had to get you something because I was like, oh, I wish Brooke was here. The only thing that would have made the trip better was if you were with us.
Yeah, I was mega jealous.
Sam and I had such a good time together. Yeah. But I did think about you a few times and wish that you were there with us. Yeah. I got Ella some snitch earrings.
That's cute.
So I can't wait to get those in her ears. If we can get, we might have to get her ears re-pierced. I might have to wear them.
Yeah. Whoops. I guess I'll keep it.
But Emma, did you get anything? She really wanted something, but everything that she wanted was too expensive. Yeah. I was trying to stay within a budget because also we went out to eat with Sam afterwards. Yeah. And so I didn't want to overspend. Yeah. And
Oh, no, that stuff can be pricey.
Yeah.
Especially because it's based off of such a huge franchise.
And the robes, I wanted to get a robe. It was like $95 for a robe. And it's like, I want a robe, but maybe I should just make my own robes. $95.
You could crochet a robe.
Steep.
Yeah. You could crochet a robe.
Yeah.
For $95.
Oh, I never saw a wizard wearing a crocheted robe.
That would be impressive.
I'd be the kid picked on at Hogwarts
nah.
instead of Ron.
Nah, no.
You just thought Ron was poor.
Nah.
Oh, but it was a good time. We had
Did they, by chance, speaking of Ron Weasley, did they have like the Weasley house in any way, form, or fashion?
No, they didn't. They had...
It's always a popular thing. You would think they'd have something for that.
Yeah, you would think. They had, like I said, when they did the travel... You landed at the Weasley's house.
Okay, yeah.
But
probably looked like it did in the movie, or
yeah. But the only house, well, they had Hagrid's hut.
Yeah.
And that was so nice. That was really cool. We all took pictures in Hagrid's chair.
Yeah.
And then they had the staircase with Harry's room underneath. And
in the Dursleys.
Yes. So that was really all they had of the Dursleys' house, though, was the staircase.
Yeah.
And then Ella got in there on the bed, and I thought as I was taking her picture, I wonder how many people get in there.
Yeah. And cough.
Maybe this isn't sanitary.
I wonder how many children have climbed in there.
Yeah.
And wiped their childish boogers everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually did think about that. I was like, how many? Yeah. Let's. Ugh.
Yeah.
Come on out.
They don't try to be nasty, but kids can be nasty.
Yeah, they can. Spray you down with some sanitizer.
Right. That's so cool, though. I know when you were telling me, you're like, I think she might have gotten us tickets. And I was like, that was so cool. I hope she did. I'm so jealous. I always see those things like, there was something else recently. It was like a Jurassic Park event that they had in Atlanta or something. And I was like, that would be so cool. But, I mean, it's expensive enough. It's expensive enough for me to not also want to pay for a ticket just to go willy-nilly.
Right.
But
that is the other thing. I was trying to think of what else I wanted to tell you.
Oh, I'm excited. You're looking at your phone. You're on a mission.
I have to get to... So I shared the post, and I don't know if you look at our Facebook page or not.
Like yours or like Happily Booked?
Happily Booked.
Sometimes.
I'm
really like, I don't know, I'm like a negligent parent sometimes when it comes to our podcast stuff.
That's okay. I'm trying to find where I posted it.
I did update our Instagram for anybody who hasn't noticed. You notice now.
Okay, here we go. James Patterson posted this.
Oh.
He says, I couldn't be more thrilled to share some very big news today. I've always been a big fan of the late Michael Crichton's work. Now I'm going to be finishing one of his novels in an amazing collaboration.
He didn't say what name?
It might be in the Wall Street Journal. That's also, there's a link to the Wall Street Journal under there.
Okay.
Where you can read the article. So it might tell in that if you want to go and click on the link.
I could look it up.
So I just, when I shared it, I put, I know someone who will be thrilled to see this.
Yeah.
I thought about you first thing.
Oh my gosh.
While you're looking that up, I do want to say one other thing before we get into what we're going to do today. I think I already told you this, but Ella and I are watching the Marvel movies in chronological order.
Uh-huh.
And we just watched the first Thor movie the other night. And I looked up some of the people, as I sometimes do.
Yeah.
So I went to the movie on IMDb, and lo and behold, the director, I feel like this is like a theme that's going to chase us throughout this podcast.
He's just going to pop up.
And we need to somehow get him on the show one day, like when we're famous. Kenneth Branagh directed the first Thor movie. And when I saw that, I was like, not Kenneth Branagh.
Never would have even thought.
No. And
I said not Kenneth Branagh.
I forgot that he directed a movie that he was in before. It was a Shakespearean movie that he was in, but I think it's Much Ado About Nothing. I'm pretty sure he also directed it. So I knew at some point that he does direct, but I never thought in a million years that he would have been the director of Thor.
Yeah, it would have never crossed my mind. Never. No, he's just going to keep popping up.
Yeah. Did you find it?
No, there's nothing that says what it is, just that he's going to be finishing a manuscript.
That is so cool. I
that
thought
is really
immediately
cool.
How excited you would be about that.
That is pretty neat. I mean, like, so I think I've only read, I guess, 3 Michael Crichtons. So Jurassic Park, Lost World, Dragon Teeth. I think that's it. I don't think I've read anything else by Michael Crichton.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I know I like his writing. Like, I knew immediately that I really enjoyed his books. I have several other of his books. I just haven't read them yet.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really cool. He was a really great author. So that's amazing. I'm excited. And James Patterson, I mean, I've only listened to that one Audible original so far, but he ain't too shabby, I guess.
Yeah.
He's pretty popular for a reason. So
right.
That's exciting. All right. So, believe it or not, everybody, we are 20 minutes into our recording, but we have a plan, and it is a book tag. Woo! That neither of us prepared for until 3 seconds before we started recording because we both forgot.
Yes.
Well, okay, so technically I didn't forget. I just neglected it. I knew for a week now, at least.
Well,
and I was like, yeah, I'll get to it at some point. And then all of a sudden y'all are here and I'm like, oh, I haven't done it yet. And then I told you in the kitchen, I was like, oh, I'm such a mess. I haven't even done everything for our book tag. And you looked at me with wide eyes and horror and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot. That's okay. So
she literally sent me a text with a link last week, but because I read it,
yeah,
it didn't show me that I had an unread message to look at. So
should have printed it and handed it to you, I guess. But we did sort of wing it up together. Wing it up? We sort of... That's not what I wanted to say at all. Yeah, you know what I mean, everybody. Oh, what am I doing? So, I found this book tag. I just looked up Christmas book tags. I started with YouTube because YouTube is so helpful with all of its information and stuff. So I just typed that in, and this was honestly the first one I found. And I thought, well, you know what? This honestly seems great. So we're going to do this one. It seemed Christmassy, simple, and like just easy to do. Just fun and easy to do. So it is by the original creator of this book tag is Callmeaftercoffee, which is a channel on YouTube. And I watched a video by a channel called Bookables on YouTube. She was just doing this person's book tag, and she gave them full credit, all of that. So just FYI for legalities.
Yeah, we don't want to plagiarize.
Right. So it's called the Cozy Christmas Book Tag, and it's got 7 questions. And it's a little bit different from the book tag we did last time, the Halloween one, because with that one, well, I created it, so it's obviously completely different. But this one, it has almost like subjects, and you sort of like pair books with it, as opposed to like with our Halloween one, I was like a book with a pumpkin on the cover. So it's not necessarily like that, just for anybody who needs to know that information. So we can just go ahead and start it off. Okay. So, Cozy Christmas Book Tag. Number 1, Twinkling Lights. What is the most beautiful book you own or most beautiful book you have read? Becky, you can go first.
Okay. So, the most beautiful book that I own that I can think of right off the top of my head is actually 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It's very decorative and like old school artwork kind of book. And I read it to the girls every Christmas Eve. And it was written by Clement Seymour. And the one for the most beautiful book I've ever read, I was thinking beautiful, like, you know, when we talk about something is beautifully written.
Right.
So I put The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Every time I think of The Notebook, I'm like, why haven't I read that yet? I used to love, that used to be my favorite movie. I love The Notebook.
You would love the book even better.
Yeah.
The ending is completely different.
I know. And, you tell me that, and I'm like, oh, gosh, I really need to read that. So
I will say, if I had read the book before I saw the movie, I probably would have been mad about the ending. But the ending to the movie is so romantic.
Oh, yeah.
It's so sweet. And it's definitely... I cried.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just...
I cry all throughout that sucker.
I think that's how most people or most romantics envision, like, if they pass away, they want their significant other with them. Or if their significant other passes away, they want to be there with them.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so beautiful.
It is. So it's like one of those that, I mean, I haven't read the book, but you have read the book. So it's like you can respect the movie even though it's such a different ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that movie. I've always loved that movie. I've always thought it was so nice, so romantic, so great.
Nicholas Sparks is such a good writer.
Yeah. He's always popping them good books out.
Yeah. Anytime I read something by him, I like it.
Yeah. I like all of it. The most one I've read by Nicholas, just to trail off, the most recent one that I read by Nicholas Sparks was, I might say the name wrong, Nights in Rodanthe, I think it's what it's called. Yeah. It might be Rodanthe. I don't know. It's Rodanthe or Rodanthe.
It's one of those, yeah. It's similar, something.
Like really short. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I didn't expect it to be so short. But I had one day a long time ago, for whatever reason, I was just scrolling on TV and I saw that Nights in Rodanthe was on. And so I was like, well, I'm going to start watching this. And I started watching it. And then like I ended up watching something else. I don't know why. But ever since then, I'm like, I've been thinking about that. I bet that book is so good. Constantly thinking about the few seconds I spent watching the movie. And so then I finally read it and I was like, it's all right. It was fine. It's just, a good Nicholas Sparks book.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know why I trailed off on that, but okay. So the most beautiful book that I own is this, taking a different turn here. Not that one. Is this copy of Dune by Frank Herbert. It is so beautiful.
Yeah. And I love the pages.
Yes, they're blue. There's this pretty, like, deep blue, almost like turquoise-ish kind of color. And then on the inside, they've got these pretty, look at that.
That is gorgeous.
And it's on the, can't show you that yet. There's a worm.
Yeah.
And on the very front of the hardcover, like, I guess embossed in the cover, it says, "Fear is the mind killer," which is, like, the most popular quote from the book. And then on the dust jacket, on the inside, it's also got stuff.
Oh,
it's so pretty. I love it. I love it. It's so good.
You're going to have to take pictures of that.
Oh, I sure will. So I bought this at a Books A Million. And it's like the 40th anniversary edition or something. And it was like $40 or something. And then when I was recently up in North Carolina with my friend, we went to a Barnes & Noble. And they had a copy just like this. It's like I guess you could say it's like the sister copy, but it was like, you know how this is orange?
Yeah.
It was like inverted. So it was like everything was blue except for the things that
were the pages orange instead of blue?
I think they were. Yeah.
That is cool.
And I was like, I really want to buy it because it would look so good next to my other one. But it's so big and heavy and I flew, and so I didn't. But I think it is a Barnes & Noble, like only a Barnes & Noble edition.
That is
so
cool.
I think I can still get it out any Barnes & Noble, but I thought, wow, it would look so good next to this copy.
It would. Austin would be like, why do you have two copies of the same book?
Mind your business. So the most beautifully written book that I own, which I guess is fair to say this is, since it's still technically my favorite book, although I like to read it once every year, and I haven't read it this year, so oh my gosh, who knows? The suspense, right? But it's The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. I just always, when I read this, I think, oh gosh, it's just so beautifully written. I mean, just like, oh God, I don't even know. I can't even put words to it. It's just the way she writes it. It's amazing. And I wish there was like a show or a movie. I wish there was a sequel. But unfortunately, she doesn't have, I don't think she's got plans for a sequel. I don't know. I think she's one of those authors that like writing is a passion for her, but it's not what she does full time. Mm-hmm. So she has other things going on. And I've only read, she has, I think, just 2 books, and I've read both of them now. And there's I think a short story collection that she helps write a few stories in, and I haven't read that, but I love this book. Every time I read this book, I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be amazing as a movie or book. I need a sequel because of the ending. It's not really a plot twist or a cliffhanger, I mean, but you want to know what else happens, right. And I just want more of it. It's so good. It's the one about the girl that's born with wings. So
when I saw the book, I knew what it was.
Oh yeah. I've seen this. I'll watch Booktube videos randomly every now and then, and I'll look on those shelves and I'm like, I know that cover. I've seen that cover. And then every time I find this one on someone's bookshelves, I'm like, have you read it?
Right.
I need you to read it and talk about it. So those are mine for number 1. Number 2, The Perfect Tree. Will you pay more to get the prettiest edition of a book? Why or why not? And do you care if the edition of your book isn't perfect? Go for it.
The first answer is no, because I'm cheap.
Amen.
I would have to have like extra money if I wanted to buy like an extra expensive copy of a book.
Yeah.
And as far as being perfect, do you mean like no coffee poured on it or?
Basically, yeah.
As long as I can read it, I don't think that would bother me.
Yeah. No, as long as it's, as long as you can read the words, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
I don't think it would. Now, if there were notes, like if someone took and made notations in the book, I probably wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to read someone else's notations.
Do you think it would hinder your ability to make your own opinions about what you're about to read? Or
I think it would distract me from the story. Like I'd be reading and I'd see that there were notes and I'd be like, oh, what are they saying? As I trail off, I'd be like, what are they saying over here? And
right.
I don't think I would like that.
Yeah.
But if it was just, a smudge here or some peanut butter, I mean,
right.
I don't think that would take away from the reading of the book.
A little ripped cover.
Yeah.
A few pages, a little messed up.
If any pages were missing.
Now that's a whole other can of worms. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah.
No,
don't resell a torn book. But yeah, no, if the cover is paperback and it's taped, I don't care.
Right. No, I have I guess I'll go ahead and answer it before I get into that. But my answer is sometimes. So not normally, unless it's like one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I ever found more copies that were different of The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, I would buy them.
Mm-hmm.
If I found a different copy of The Great Gatsby that I really, really enjoyed, I'd buy it.
Mm-hmm.
If I found another Dune copy that was really nice, I'd buy it, because that's not the one I read. That one's clearly too beautiful for me to read. So that one's not getting coffee spilled on it. I would. And I have 2 copies of Jurassic Park. The one that I did read is the nice one, because it was the first one I bought. And then I decided that I think I want to reread this at some point soon, so I'm going to buy the normal paperback. So I bought that. So it just depends. There's the Folio Society. It's a website. They make these really pretty versions, and sometimes they have illustrations in them of certain books.
Yeah.
They have a Jurassic Park copy that I'm just like,
you want it?
I want it so bad.
How much is it?
I think it's like $65.
Woo!
And that's why I haven't bought it, because I can't.
You can't justify $65.
I just can't. Unless maybe I'm like, oh, Merry Christmas to me.
Right.
But I just can't.
Maybe next Christmas.
Yeah. Like, so sometimes. And if I don't, it's because it's just not a priority, or because I'm too cheap about it.
Right.
Like the day I bought that Dune cover, I was like, yeah, I got $40 I can spend on this.
Right.
This is okay. I can do that. No, I don't care if my edition of my book isn't perfect. I do. I know what you mean about if people write like on the pages in the book. Mm-hmm. So I haven't really written. The only book that I've actually written in is the Bible, but that's different.
Right.
I will, if I want to annotate my books,
mm-hmm.
I will use sticky notes
mm-hmm.
and write on the sticky notes and put them where I want, and then I'll have like the little tabs at the ends of the pages
mm-hmm.
for various reasons or whatever. So like when I let my mom read a book, it's called Into the Forest by Jean Hegland. I annotated it, and it's all throughout it are sticky notes, and I'm like, just ignore the sticky notes. Just pretend they're not even there. Just pick them up, read the paragraph, and set it back down, because they're all in it.
That's funny.
So I
yeah, you did that with Goblin too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all in it. But no, I don't really care if my edition's perfect. I will say a good cover really goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like if I have a book and I want to read it, but it's like the cover is not the cutest, or I don't like it, or if I think it's kind of ugly, I'm like, I might not get to that book. I might just get rid of it.
That is hilarious.
I might try to find a better copy and replace it. Yeah. But if it's ripped, like clearly, I mean, I've ripped my pages. I've spilled iced coffee on other people's books. So what would stop me from spilling iced coffee on my books? That's one of the reasons I get paperbacks. It's one of the reasons I haven't read that version of Dune.
That's funny.
Anyway, so yeah, those are my answers. So number 3 is more like I'm gonna post at least one picture on Instagram because it's more of a you have to look at it kind of thing. So it's probably more for Booktube than our wonderful bookcast that you listen to with your ears. So it's Build a Snowman. Make a Christmas book stack, and it can be color or theme. So I'm gonna go with color because I really don't have a lot of Christmas books at all. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a little pattern. It's gonna be red, and then 2 greens, and then a red. And it's going to be The Chestnut Man by Soren Sveistrup. Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I know it's like far away. People are like, what's wrong with her? And then it's going to be Eliza and Her Monsters. Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. It's such a cute. There's like pictures inside of it. Anyway. And then it's going to be the beginning of a trilogy, a sci-fi trilogy, which they actually made this into a movie, I think, last year with Tom Holland and Nick Jonas.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. It's called The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. Yeah, I'm not going to go into what it's about. Look up the movie trailer. But I have the first of the trilogy because I think I'd be really interested in it. So that's my red, green, red. And you'll have a picture on Instagram. Do you have anything for that? It's okay if you don't. I know we really did this last minute.
Well,
it's okay.
I did tell you when you were asking me, I told you red, green, but I put on my paper theme, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it would just depend on what books I had to do the tree out of. Maybe I should go home and look and see what I have in actual physical books. A lot of the books I have right now are on Scribed or Audible, so I don't have a lot of physical things.
Oh, you know what would be cute? We could post, instead of the color, we could, I guess, go theme, and we could actually, like, open the pages and make an actual tree.
Ooh.
Does that make sense? Are you picturing it?
I am picturing it. I know exactly what you're saying, yeah.
That'd be cool. I might do that instead. I don't know. You'll just have to look at the Instagram.
And she'll have one on Instagram, and maybe I'll do one on Facebook, and they'll be different.
That'd be cute.
And maybe I'll use my mom's books.
Yeah. Hey.
My mom would be like, what are you doing to my books?
Destroying them. Oh, actually, I never finished saying on number 2 when we were talking about if we care if our books are perfect or not.
Yeah.
I have a copy of a Ruth Ware book upstairs. It's called In a Dark, Dark Wood. It's like a spooky thriller book. I really enjoyed that book. I really like Ruth Ware. She's like almost like a modern Agatha Christie kind of. She doesn't have as many books right now. She's got, I think, 4 or 5 out. So far, I really enjoy hers, though. Her thrillers are really good. You'd probably like them, too. My copy of In a Dark, Dark Wood is held together with a hair bow. I guess it was just poor quality on the glue, maybe. And I was like reading it, and like a chunk of the pages just came off of the spine. I was like, But I mean, I kept reading it because what else am I gonna do? I didn't want to get rid of it. I have thought about like maybe buying a new one and throwing that one away. But I was like, it's okay. When I feel like rereading
some book glue and re-gluing it.
Like maybe just do that instead. So it's a mess up there.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's all I want. That's what I just remembered. Book. I know. And one of my friends wanted to read it, and so I gave it to her, but she just never got to it, and then she like was getting ready to move, so she just gave it back to me, and I was like, just don't lose the pages. Whatever you do, don't you lose the pages. Somebody at work, and I can't remember exactly, he was borrowing a book from his friend, and he started telling me about it, and he was like, but some of the pages are missing in the middle, and I was like, what? How dare they? And he was like, oh, wait, no, I knew about it. And I was like, oh. Okay, that's different. You knew about it.
Does it affect the plot?
And I don't remember what he said, like, maybe he's going to look it up, or maybe just go into a bookstore and read the pages that are missing. But that would drive me nuts.
He's got, like, his copy, and he's like, what page is missing? And then he's got the copy in the bookstore. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, exciting. What a twist that they took out. I'm like, how does that even happen? Like, how do you have pages in the middle of the book ripped out? What are you doing?
It kills me on Elf. When he's like, the pages, there's like 4 pages in this kid's book missing, and he's like, ship them. We're not sending them back. It's a waste of money. The kids aren't going to care what happens to the dog.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, yes, they will.
They will. I'll care. That's funny. Oh my goodness. So, number 4 then. Knee-high socks. What is the longest book that you have read this year or last year or ever or both? What is the longest book you want to read? Do you enjoy long books? And if you don't, why? Take it away, Becky.
That's a lot of questions. I don't think I answered all of them. For this year, the longest book I've read, I don't know if you can count it since I'm not done yet, but it's Run, Rose, Run.
Blimey.
The longest book I've ever read is probably Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell.
Yeah.
And I do like to read long books. It just obviously takes me a long time to read them.
It's okay. It happens. I can see which book. If I've put it on Storygraph, it'll tell me which one is the longest.
Oh, that's cool.
So I don't have to.
Is that the one that keeps track of which books you've read and stuff
yeah,
like that?
it's one of them. This is the one with all the charts. All the pie charts.
Yeah. It's called what?
Storygraph. Page number 500 plus. What are you? Oh, wow. What a twist. Okay. So technically, is it 500 plus? Okay. So the longest book I've read this year is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. Which is, if anybody, I mean, everybody knows what this is, but if you don't know what it is, it's the prequel to The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it was that long. I mean, I knew it was, I listened to it on audio, on Scribed. So it was 16 hours, but like, I didn't know. In my head, I'm like, I don't know what that correlates, how that correlates to pages. I don't know. The longest book that I have read ever so far is
Wow.
It by Stephen King.
Wow.
And I did read this hardcover. I think because I found it in Books A Million or wherever I found it, and I was like, oh, that's creepy. I'm going to buy it. Let's see how many pages it is. See, it's got some stains on it. You've never read a Stephen King, have you?
I have not.
So at the end of his books, I've only read a couple Stephen Kings, but I think so far this has been at the end of all of the ones I've read. It's the end of the story. It ends, and then under it, there's like this bracket little area. And it says, this book was begun in Bangor, Maine on September 9th, 1981, and completed in Bangor, Maine on December 28th, 1985.
Oh,
I think that's really cool. That is so neat. This is 1,000 pages, 1,153 pages.
Wow. That's crazy.
And it's dirty. Look at it. It's got some scuff marks. But that's so far the longest book I've ever read. The longest book I've read this year was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. There are 2 long books that I want to get to soon.
And those are, drumroll,
The Stand by Stephen King, which is at...
Wow, that is pretty long.
Oh, it's longer than it. It's longer than it. Okay, sorry. It's 1,325 pages.
Wow.
Look how tiny it is.
It's pretty thick.
It is a thick little book. And then I also want to get to The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, which is, I think this was like 900 something. Hold on. We're going to find out together. Ooh, a timeline. Ooh, a dictionary, glossary. This is what I meant to say. I know things that are important. That's really cool. No, it's only 804 pages. Weak stuff, man.
I think what you need to find out, though, because look at the difference in the sizes of the books.
Yeah.
Like, you need to find out how many words
yeah.
are in there.
I bet I could.
Because I think that would make it, even the other Stephen King book is bigger, so the words are probably, the size of the words are different.
Yeah.
So you really need to know, it's more about how many words are in there than how many pages. That would be interesting.
I bet I can look that up right now. The Stand has 500,000 words.
Wow.
The Priory of the Orange Tree has, really? 260,000 words.
Wow.
That is wild.
What about it?
This is so exciting. This is why I would like to do
dorks.
Yes, this is why I want to do a statistics video, because this is so fun. Or a podcast. We clearly need to make videos. Page count. Weak sauce, man. Weak sauce. 1,138.
Wait, how many words?
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, that's the page. Whoopsie. See, my phone auto-corrected, so I just clicked on that. Oop, oop. Oh, okay, that makes much more sense. 445,134.
So it's almost, the other one is still longer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wild.
That's crazy.
He is the king for a reason.
Not just because it's his name.
Not because it's very convenient that it's his name, though, huh? So, is that all for that question? Oh, do you enjoy long books, Becky?
I do.
That's good.
I don't mind them.
Yeah. I really enjoy long books too. I will get into this like every so often I'll get into this like mood where I'm like, I need to read more books, which means I need to read some smaller books. So, and I've done this a lot this year. I'm not proud to say it because I do like long books, but I've been avoiding long books, whether I'm aware of it or not. So I think I really want to read a long book soon.
Yeah.
Whether it ends up rolling over into January or not. But I try not to pressure myself to like deliver on the amount of books that I want to read, even though it is exciting to me though. Like I want to read a lot of books.
Right.
But I also want to enjoy other books that maybe I need to take more time to read. And so I struggle with that.
Right. I didn't put this as the longest book, but it might be. But only because it's actually 3 books. And
oh yeah.
When I read The Lord of the Wings,
chicken wings.
When I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy, they were combined into one book.
Yeah.
But they're technically 3 separate books.
Right.
But it was pretty thick. And that book, I actually enjoyed reading it more than Gone with the Wind. I enjoyed Gone with the Wind. Yeah. But I borrowed it from the library. And I had to renew it twice.
Right.
That tells you something about how long it took me to read it.
Yeah. It took me like several months to finish it.
Lord of the Rings was my brother's.
Yeah.
So I actually can't say, I mean, it could have taken me just as long. I don't know, but I didn't have to renew it, so I can't say.
And you didn't have to rush.
Right. And, but I just loved it. And, when the movies came out, I loved those as much as I loved the book.
Yeah.
And actually, I probably watched the movies before I read the books. I can't remember because it's been so long ago now, but I think I probably did see the movies first just because that's how I am anyway. And the books have been around for a long time, a lot longer than the movies.
Yeah.
But that's probably why I read the books. I don't really know, but so good. I flew through those books.
Yeah.
So I don't really know if that's the longest one, but that's the reason I didn't put it because it's actually 3 books.
Technically 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you're right to not include it as the answer.
Yeah.
Since it is technically 3. But no, I want to read those too. I'm hoping that maybe I got a box set for Christmas.
Of Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Did you put that on your list?
I did. So I'm hoping that I got that. And if I don't, then I will just go to the store and buy it or buy whatever, I'll just buy whatever I want. Willy-nilly.
Maybe you'll get some gift cards.
Maybe.
Well, I know what someone got you, and that's not it. But I can't talk to you about it. I can't tell you who bought it or what they bought, but that's not it. But you're going to like what they got you. That's suspense.
I know.
Christmas is coming up so soon. She's going to find out.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. I can't wait for you to text me.
And I'll probably know, too, immediately when it happens.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5. Blizzards. Pick a book set in the winter or a book that has chills or dark themes. This can be what Becky calls this can be what Becky calls Halloween Christmas books too. Choose several books that resemble each other or give similar vibes. The way snowflakes all seem to look similar. I just added that willy-nilly. I just do whatever I want all the time. So
I just put 2 books.
Okay.
And one I'm currently reading, which is Mistletoe Murder by Karen McInerney.
Woo, McInerney.
Yes. And the other one, I just liked how the title sounded. Murder on a Midnight Clear by Sarah Rosette.
Ooh.
So I might read that next.
That sounds good. Was it you don't have a picture of it. Sorry.
I can pull it up. It's on Scribd.
Thank you.
That's where I found it. That's the book cover or the audiobook cover.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
That sort of gives me it's like Murder on the Orient Express meets The Great Gatsby.
It gives Agatha Christie vibes.
Yeah, it really does. That's cool. That sounds really good too. I picked all of my notes right here got jumbled and mixed up. Like I started putting the wrong answers for the wrong numbers.
Oh no.
Because I had all of the questions and then I had all of my answers and they're just all messed up.
That's funny.
I did So I did Stolen Tongues. We're taking a turn here. Stolen Tongue. We're going with the dark themes. Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell. Ever since I watched a Booktube video about like this, she put like the scariest books I've ever read, and so I started watching it because I like scary books, and I especially like reading scary books around Halloween, which is when I was looking this up, and I've been tempted to buy this book ever since, but I haven't bought it, and I think it was on my Christmas book list, so we'll see. Maybe it was described as the scariest book she had ever read, and that it really freaked her out really badly. And I was like, oh, this sounds good. It's set like in a cabin in the middle of like a snowstorm somewhere. It's supposed to be a romantic getaway for a couple, and it turns into something sinister.
Bad things happen.
Yeah. They're like, it turns out there's like voices in the forest and all these creepy things. There's footprints all of a sudden leading like to the house from the forest.
Sounds like a good book club read for next year.
It sounds creepy. I don't know if you'd like it because of how scary it sounds, but
probably reading scary is not as bad as watching
I don't think it is. I don't think it is either. Because you don't have to see it. But if you have to see it, then it's like, oh, God. But I thought the book cover that she had, which I think is a European cover. I'm going to try to get this cover if I can. But that's what it looks like.
Oh, my goodness. That's so scary.
It's creepy. I think it's so creepy looking.
If I saw that out my window...
be having an issue. And then it's like, why is it called Stolen Tongues? Anyway.
I'd be like, Lord, please just take my spirit home to heaven right now.
Right now. I don't want to deal with it. Oh, God.
Oh, my. Chaos. There was an avalanche.
Chaos abounding. Okay. And then totally taking a different turn is my second pick for this is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. So it's like a Hallmark-esque looking book.
I've seen a movie called The 12 Dates of Christmas.
Maybe. I don't think...
It might not be the same.
It might not be the same.
But...
I don't know when this was published. But...
Now I feel like I need to look this up.
This was 2020, so I don't know. But it's romance. It's a cute little... I've not read it, but I want to read it.
It looks adorable.
And I actually got it for last Christmas, and I never read it.
That is hilarious.
So I'm like, okay, this probably needs to be the next book I read.
Yes.
So that I can go ahead and...
2011, there was a Hallmark movie, 12 Dates of Christmas.
Cute.
And I'm very confident that I've seen this movie. Very confident. Anyway, back to the book.
Yeah.
I just had to confirm this.
Oh, no, yeah. So it just looked really cute. I have this bad habit where if I see any like cutie romantic books, like this is obviously a rom-com.
Yes.
You know?
It's adorable.
It looks adorable, but I have this problem where every time I see them, I'm like, no, I won't read that.
Because she'd rather read something scary.
I am a higher intellect. You know, like, I don't know what my problem is. Because I'm definitely not a higher intellect.
I'm unashamed to read one of those books.
No, and I think I would probably enjoy it just fine. Like, it's just one of those things like if something's too popular,
yeah,
I'm like, I have an issue with it for some reason. Like, maybe I'm just jealous.
Because
I'm
your
not that
book
popular.
hasn't become so popular yet.
My book, the reason is because my book doesn't exist.
Mark Paul Gosselaar was in that movie. That's probably why I watched it.
Oh.
Just throwing that out there.
I don't even think I know who that is.
Oh, sorry. He was in Saved by the Bell. So those of us who grew up watching it would know that. But you're younger than I am.
I'm a little bit, yeah. I mean, I've seen Saved by the Bell, but not...
She's more than a little younger than me. She's being so nice.
I have seen Saved by the Bell, but I never watched it a lot, so...
Yeah, Mark Paul Gosselaar was the preppy kid in the show. Kid. Zach Morris, he was always getting in trouble. Anyway.
So, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, clearly I added the part where I said this can be what Becky calls Halloween Christmas book. Because if anybody recalls from a recent episode, she couldn't think of horror. So she said Halloween Christmas.
I think that's a catchy title.
I like it. Halloween Christmas books. So, number 6, Crackling Fire. What book makes you feel warm and cozy?
Okay.
Simple question, one question.
I don't know if this is stupid or not.
No.
But I put The Convenient Wife by Betty Niels.
No. If it's a book that makes you feel comfortable and cozy.
I just love that book.
Yeah.
It's so romantic.
I apparently need to read it.
I've read it 3 times.
Yeah.
I just really like it.
Yeah.
It's the ending is so sweet. I just I don't know if that's how I would have written the ending, but I don't think there could have been a more perfect ending.
Yeah.
I have based all of my romantic ideas in my head
Based off of that book.
On this book and probably some others and movies and stuff. Maybe that's why I never thought my husband was romantic. He just didn't live up to the books.
I know, the books really put a high standard up there. And Austin's like, oh my gosh, you're reading a romance, aren't you? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but Austin's pretty romantic.
He's pretty good.
He does some pretty nice things.
But the books really set a high standard.
They do.
Because most of the time they're
My dad always goes, who talks like that in real life?
Who does it? Hallmark movies? Oh my gosh. The cheesiest of the cheese.
I used to be in love with this guy.
Yeah.
And I used to imagine him proposing to me. Okay, guys, so I'm not stupid.
No.
But
she's not.
I used to pretend or imagine that he would write a song and he would play it on the guitar and sing to me as a proposal.
Oh my gosh.
Never happened, but
Swoon.
It's okay. But oh my gosh, if anyone ever proposed to me that way, that would be an immediate yes.
What if you just got a serenade?
I would.
You still like a serenade?
He would get a kiss immediately.
Oh.
That was one thing I really
You heard it here, fellas.
I really just wanted my husband to sing to me.
Yeah.
I always thought in my head that I always knew that his romance wouldn't be whatever I imagined. So I just wanted him to be romantic.
Yeah. That's all I'm asking. Please.
And I always thought I shouldn't have to tell him, or not that I shouldn't have to tell him, because communication is key.
Yeah.
But if I tell him, then it's not romantic anymore.
Right. It loses its romantic flair.
His idea.
And see, that's one of the reasons that books set such high standards, because in those Hallmark movies and these romantic books, the men do whatever. It's their idea. And that's not real.
No.
But you know what I mean. They
don't think of those things on their own.
They don't. Bless their hearts. It's just how it is. That's funny. Not a whole romantic Christmas time spiel. So, warm and cozy books. So, the obvious one, I'm just going to say it. We said it a lot before we even recorded. It's going to be Harry Potter. Harry Potter is just, it already, when you read it, and if you enjoy it once you read it, which you will, and you should, and if you don't tell me. But it makes you feel, right. The books feel like family once you read them. And that it makes you feel warm and cozy. I mean, it just does. Especially when the scenes when they're Harry and his friends are in their rooms and they're just having fun, playing games on a rainy evening, or they're all sitting in the common room in front of the crackling fire, talking. It just does.
What's happening right now in Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
Ron's family is really being protective of Harry.
Yeah.
They're in the inn.
Yeah.
And get ready to go back to school. Well, actually, we've just passed that part, but...
When Arthur was talking to him and everything.
Yeah. Because actually, we've met Remus now, but where they're in the inn and they're getting ready for school and they're having dinner, and Ron's parents just really... Almost like they adopt Harry.
Yeah.
You know? And
I love it.
Really, in every book, probably past this point, Harry's part of their family.
Right.
And it is really cozy. It is really nice to read the relationships between them.
Yeah, it makes me cry.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Well, obviously.
Because I'm a crybaby. If that guy had played a song on his guitar and sang to me, I would have cried.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, that's the obvious one. But then I have two other picks for mine, which is Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery.
That's a good one.
You need to read them.
Yes, I know.
You need to read them. They're so sweet. I love the Anne series so far. You know, I had a few issues with the last one, Eye of the Island, but that's okay. I'm still going to keep reading the series. But the first one, it's the solid ground of the rest of them. This is where it all starts, and you just fall in love with it, and it makes you so happy, so warm and cozy oh my gosh, and to just be with Anne when she's running around in the forest with her friends. I love it. It's so sweet.
What I really love about the Anne books, well, I guess the Anne movies, because I haven't read the books, but I would imagine it would be similar. I hate the way that Anne was treated as a child.
Oh yeah,
before she goes to live with the Cuthberts. And for okay, I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry. Keep it in, Becky. Keep it in. For a child to be so mistreated and so unloved, to go into a family where she's the center of Matthew's world.
Matthew Cuthbert. I love Matthew Cuthbert. Oh, man. If my friend was here right now, she would also be like, Matthew Cuthbert is a saint.
Yes. Well, first of all, he had to put up with Marilla.
Yeah. Love Matthew Cuthbert. I would put him on a pedestal if he was a real human being.
Oh my gosh, he was so wonderful. And the man who played him did such a good job in the original movies. Well, I don't know if they're original, but the ones that I grew up with.
Yeah.
He's just perfect. And I just love that. She went from being unloved to being loved.
Yeah, and I know. And for anybody who does enjoy the Anne with the E series, that's the only adaptation I've seen on Netflix. If you do enjoy that, oh my gosh, let me know, because every episode, I was watching it with my friend who also has read almost all of these books. We cried every episode. Yeah. I thought it was so well done. And then the guy who plays Matthew Cuthbert in that as well, I don't know his name, so obviously I suck, but he was really good too. It was just, and when we got to the, no spoilers, but never mind, I can't. It'll spoil it.
I enjoyed the first season of Anne with an E. I haven't seen the rest of them. Yeah, I haven't seen anything after the first season, but
it's so sweet.
It's very different.
It is very different. I think they put a lot of modern ideals into it.
They tried to, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I understand that we're living in a different time.
Yeah. But that was not.
People should actually also understand that.
Yeah.
That was a different time. And the things that they put into the show, whereas they're relevant in today's time period, would not have happened the way that they portrayed them. They probably would have happened. Some of the things that happen now have always happened.
Right.
I mean, Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Like some of the things that are very out in the open used to always be. It just wasn't as out in the open.
Right.
And I understand that I'm not naive, but how they portrayed it was not how it would have been. And that's probably why I haven't watched more than the first season, because even though I liked it, I enjoyed it, it's not period. And I feel like whenever you do a show that's period, it should be period. It shouldn't be modern. If you modernize it,
it's not a period.
Then don't put it in that period.
Yeah.
Like they could have modernized Dan with an E, and they could have made it modern day.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then those things that they put in there would have made sense.
Yeah.
Because it would be modern times.
Yeah.
But they left it in the time period that the books were written, so it doesn't make sense to me. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be like if you put a car in horse and buggy times.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. If you're going to modernize it, then put it in the current time period.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I understand.
That's my critique. I'm sorry. People who did Anne with an E. That's just how I feel.
I am sad that it got canceled early on. I think it got canceled because once COVID happened, they just couldn't keep going. And so they had to like sum up everything in the last season, which they still did. If you see all the seasons up until the end, they summed it up pretty good. But going back to what you were saying, so like if you look at it as an adaptation of Anne of Green Gables, it's probably not. It's not really. It's not fully accurate. Yeah. So it's not great if you look at it in that light.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But no, it's really. I like it a lot. It made every episode. I was like, boo-hooing.
And if you love it, I understand.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna poo-poo on you. I liked it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I just because I did not like them
changing everything.
Yeah, changing everything. Or like I said, if they had put it in modern times and changed it, I probably wouldn't have cared and I would have watched every episode. It's just that they tried to insert our society's thoughts and beliefs on their society. And that's just not how it was.
Yeah, it's just not. I think that that's totally valid and fair for you to think, because, I mean, it's the same thing if you're critiquing a book like that. You liked it, but there's still these certain things that you don't think they should have done. Right. It's the same thing, just with a TV show.
Right.
So I think that's great. That's my spiel. Anyway, so moving on. I have another one that I would like to just mention at least. It is I'd Rather Be Reading: The Delights and Dilemmas of the Reading Life by Anne Bogle.
know.
You would
and I was
love
thinking when I
this
saw
book.
the cover, I thought the cover was so cute.
Yes, you would love this book.
Oh
I have not
goodness.
actually physically read this book. I've listened to it twice on Audible.
Does
I want to
she
say
read it?
she reads it. It's
I might
great.
have to use my credit on that.
It's really good. It is so good.
She has a great voice.
So it's like, it's a nonfiction for anybody who I guess hasn't quite pieced that together yet, but it's about the reading life. I mean, and the way she talks about books and her experience growing up with books and like going to the library when she was younger and like all these little things that only somebody who reads can relate to. It is so fun, and it's like, I don't even know. I don't even know. It's it's so like heartfelt, I guess, and wholesome. Like, it's just perfect. I love this book so much. It makes you, when I'm finished, if I ever feel like I like am in, I guess, a reading slump, and I listen to this, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to read now. Like, it makes me want to read so bad.
That's so cool.
And it's so great. And she reads it too on Audible or on audio. So I think that's where I listen to it, on Audible. I don't think it's on Scribd, but it's a very good book. And then she has several other books, but none of them are quite like this. This is my favorite by her. I absolutely love it. And she has a podcast, if anybody doesn't know, which you should know. If you know that we have a podcast, you should know that Ann Boga has a podcast.
Yeah.
And it's called What Should I Read Next?
Yes. And that was one of the first podcasts that I listened to when we were preparing to do this podcast, because I'd never listened to one before. I was like, darn, we're going to have a podcast, and I've never listened to one.
What's a podcast? And so this was, her podcast was the second book podcast I started listening to, because I actually found the first book podcast I started listening to when I was watching a Booktube video. It was a girl I just subscribed to, and she just started talking about, oh, by the way, I have a book podcast with my best friend. So, that. And I was like, hold the phone, because I already enjoyed watching her Booktube videos. I was like, I need to look this up now.
Right.
And so I started listening to that one, and that's Books Unbound with Ariel Bissett and Raylene LeMay. And then it was Anne Bogel's What Should I Read Next? And then it was the podcast called Currently Reading with Katie and Meredith. They're really funny. They're so funny. I love how diverse they are with their books. Like, there's so many different books that they just read and talk about.
I just love, obviously I haven't listened to those other two podcasts, but I've listened to Ann Bogel's, and when she talks about, like, when she's making book recommendations, and I know that she does some research on it before she answers, but the one, I listened to an episode and she was doing it live, I think. Yeah. And just her knowledge of books, I'm like, man,
I could never.
How have you read so many books?
Yeah.
Or even if she hasn't read all of them, how do you know about so many different books from so many different genres?
I know.
She is amazing.
The queen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She's
pretty great.
Yeah.
And she's so nice.
She's
such a
very
nice person.
And I think she started out not with a podcast, but with a
blog. Yeah.
And it's the Modern Day Mrs. Darcy. I think is what it's called.
Modern Mrs. Darcy.
And I guess she still has her blog. I'm not sure.
I think so.
But I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I love that book. That book makes you want to read. Like, she does a really great job. I guess you could say this is also one of the most, like, beautifully written books that I've ever read, listened to, whatever you want to say, because the way it makes you feel about reading is just wonderful. Just wonderful. You've got to read that.
We want to do the same thing with our podcast.
I don't know if we are.
We might not. But we want you to want to read.
Speaking of, my friend, she messaged me. She was like, I saw the E for explicit next to this podcast episode. And I was like, what? And then she listened and she's like, well, I understand why you wanted to put that just in case. She's like, I think you could have gotten away with it. I'm like, I don't know. She thought it was so funny though.
Did your mom notice that too when she was?
I don't think she noticed the E. She did say she was laughing though about this last episode when you were about all the. She said, "I am laughing about all the Fs." I just thought it was funny. Let's see. Okay. All right. I know we kind of trailed off a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
That's just what happens when we get together.
Yeah. Number 7. Home for the holidays. This is for all the rereaders out there. Are there any books that, when you read them, make you feel like you are returning home? Go ahead and say the obvious one.
Okay. The one that I put, okay, this was one of the very first books I remember reading to a sibling when I was a kid. And it's called Love You Forever by Robert Munt.
It's with the little boy on the floor with the toilet paper. I love that book. I think I have that book.
I still cry.
Yes.
I cried when I was reading it to I was reading it to one of my brothers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I cried, and I was like, I can't even finish reading the sentence because I'm sobbing. And like, just any time that I read that book, it's so sweet.
It is.
And sad.
I know. I can't. I'm such a baby. If I ever have kids and I try to read that to them,
they're going to be like, Mommy, are you okay?
Why are you crying? I love you so much. Yeah, that's such a sweet little book. I love that book. I actually think I have it upstairs, so that's funny. Because it was one of my first books, too.
Was it?
Yeah, so that's a classic.
Yes, my mom bought it, but I probably for my brother Joe. Like, she bought it when he may be who I was reading it to.
Yeah.
But my mom loves that book, too.
Love that book.
And she thinks about it, like, when the girls were little, she would rock them, and she thought about that book when she was rocking them. So, yeah, it's a good book.
I really idolize the parents who can read books to their kids that are sweet and don't cry.
Yeah. Like, how do you not cry?
How do you do it? Because I'm a weakling.
And when you're listening to a book and you're sobbing, how is this person reading this book?
I think about that all the time. So I was listening to, speaking of those podcasts, I was listening to Books Unbound, one of their episodes. I haven't caught up with theirs. I'm pretty far behind, but one of theirs that I was listening to, they talked about the book by Jeanette McCurdy that blew up, the I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Yes.
And she really sold it to me because I had been thinking about it and, it was so popular, it blew up. So I was like, probably not, but maybe. Mm-hmm. She sold it to me. When Ariel was telling Raylene about the book, I mean, I was just like, I gotta get it. And it's on Scribd, I think. The audiobook is on Scribd, so I'm probably gonna just listen to it. And she said, if you have access to the audiobook, Jeanette McCurdy reads it, and you have got to listen to it instead of just physically reading it, because when she reads it, it's her memoir, so she's gonna have all the emotion put into it. But she said, I think it had something to do with her mom getting sick or something. Apparently, when Jeanette McCurdy was reading it, her voice broke, and Ariel was like, and I just cried. I just started crying. I was like, you uncontrollable. So I was like, yeah, I'm sold. I didn't
like the name of the title is the only reason. It was almost one of the first books that I bought from Thrift Books when we started our podcast, but then I was like, it sounds disrespectful.
I know.
But I guess it's not.
I think there's a lot that goes into the story.
Yeah.
It has, I think, a lot to do with the abuse that Jeanette McCurdy ended up going through.
Oh.
But I think the title it's almost supposed to be off-putting. It's supposed to be almost like clickbait, kind of. I don't know if that was controversial to say, but I said it anyway. But it's supposed to be
there's going to be an E on this episode.
It's supposed to be almost immorally attractive, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Okay.
But it's supposed to make you feel like, what? Is this okay? And then I don't know exactly all that happens in the book because I've not read it.
Right.
But the way she talked about it, I was like, oh, I'm probably going to have to listen to this book because it sounds really good. And I think there's just a lot that goes into it. So I don't know why I mentioned that, but I mentioned it. It was on my mind, so I mentioned it. So, Home for the Holidays. I didn't answer.
Talk about yours?
Oh my gosh, I'm
Don't
a
worry,
mess
I
this
was
morning.
not going to let you move on.
Thank you. Man, if y'all could have seen me this morning.
She took a nap.
I did, and I shouldn't have. I should have just stayed awake. But the couch was calling my name. So I picked two, basically just one, because one of them's just Harry Potter. It makes you feel like going home. Yeah, everyone. It's Harry freaking Potter. So that, obviously. And then Station 11. So I've read it a couple times.
We haven't talked about it enough this year.
I know, I try not to. But it does make me feel, makes me feel human.
We're going to do a Valentine's one of these, and it's going to be on there
It's somehow going to be on it. There are two characters in Station 11 that have a completely platonic relationship, but I wish they didn't.
So you ship them, as the young folks say.
Them young kiddos. I wish they were in love. They're in love platonically, but not in the way I wish they were. So just those, really. I'm not going to get into Station 11 a whole bunch because I've talked about it enough. And Harry Potter, it's Harry Potter. And that's all I've gotten for number 7. Right? So that's all I could do. Sorry.
I almost had nothing for number 7, so that's good.
I thought I reread books pretty decently, but I really don't reread a lot. And I enjoy it, right. But I think I prioritize reading something new.
Right.
And this is how it turned out. So, and that I really haven't reread a lot of the books that I have, except Station 11, Harry Potter, The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. I can't think of. I think I've reread some other stuff, but I can't think of them. Oh, I reread The Great Gatsby, but I've talked about that too a lot. I think. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. And number 8, I made this one. Christmas all year long. Do you enjoy reading book series, or would you rather enjoy a standalone for as long as you have it and then move on?
So I put that I prefer series. So even if it's usually when people think of series, they think about the same characters, same storyline. It's continued, like Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. But I also enjoy series like Poirot or Miss Marple, which the only thing that stays the same are the characters.
Yeah.
It's different every time.
Yeah.
So as I do enjoy series, I will read a standalone book.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind is a standalone. I enjoyed it. But I do prefer series. I like when you get to see what happens next.
Yeah.
I like how with the Hunger Games, the second book picks up exactly where the first book stopped.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like stuff like that. And I like that I never read those books when they first came out. Mm-hmm. Because I got to read them in order, one right after the other.
Yeah.
I didn't have to wait because I'm pretty sure that if I had read the first one, I would have been like, let's hurry up with this second one.
Yeah. Yeah, I am with you on that. When I don't think I could enjoy a book series unless they were all out. Or if say it's going to be like a 10-book series, if half of them were out or maybe 7 of them were out.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting on the last few. At least I could get through all of those.
Right.
And really commit to it. Because I think a book series takes commitment.
Yeah.
It really does. I enjoy book series too, though, a lot. I enjoy just being in the world as much as you can be. Especially if it's like a fantasy world and you really enjoy the magic system or certain worlds in it or whatever. No, I think I enjoy series more than standalone. I like standalones. I read plenty of standalones. But I think I enjoy a good series more just because of how long you can stay with the characters and with the world. But I do think it's a big commitment thing. I have to set apart time in my mind. Okay, I've read all these standalones. Now maybe I'm going to start a series. And then, like you mentioned, only if I can read several of them in a row, not one, and now I'm waiting forever until the author's done.
Right.
Because it's just up to them, I guess, whenever they're done. Right. I mean, they have a deadline, depending, but that doesn't mean they stick to it. And that can be stressful.
It's got to be hard on the Well, it's got to be hard on the writer, when they are given a deadline, because I'm sure that they have their moments where they can just sit down and they can just write and write and write. But there is a thing called writer's block.
Right.
And that doesn't you don't necessarily get over writer's block in a day or 2 days. It might take you a few weeks. So if you're really pushing on that deadline and you just can't think of anything, you just can't think of anything.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Yeah.
I don't know. I would imagine that's, and probably the pressure of the deadline can contribute to writer's block sometimes. Because you're I got to get this done. And it probably is a hindrance sometimes, I would think.
Yeah. Kind of like how if you're told to read something, you don't really want to.
Right. Right.
They're told to write. They're like, meh. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. No, I enjoy series. I enjoy standalones, but I read a lot more standalones than I do series just because it just takes longer to read a series. If I'm really enjoying a series, this is what I did with the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I was I think I maybe had 5 or 7 or so chapters left. I would order the next one. And then it would be arrived by the time I finished it. Yeah. And the same thing for the rest of them.
That's funny.
Except this last one, I actually had to wait for it to be available in pre-order. That's why I have 2 of them, because I guess I didn't realize that I pre-ordered it once.
Yeah.
And then I just pre-ordered it again.
That's funny.
And so I have 2 now. Because I'm a lunatic.
That's funny.
Yeah. So there was Where are my notes? Whoopsie. There are a couple things I need to mention.
Okay.
Or I thought would be fun to mention. When I was talking about A Bridge to Terabithia,
yes.
Or Bridge to Terabithia, it's not A Bridge to Terabithia. I'm such a dunce. Bridge to Terabithia, I said her name, the author's name was Catherine Peterson. I don't know why. I think I just scanned the name on the cover, and to me it looked like Peterson. Her name is Catherine Patterson. So, sorry.
Heard.
Whoops.
That's funny.
It's correct in the show notes of last week because I had looked it up. And that's when I found this out. So when I was talking about the book series, the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series, which I think you'd really enjoy. I don't know if I ever said that, but I think you would enjoy them. So
you did.
You should listen to them. And I had looked it up. I was like, this would be a great TV show. And then because it is Japanese translated fiction, I'm like, surely it's already something.
Right.
It just hasn't been something over here.
Right.
There is a movie.
Oh.
It's in Japanese.
Is it translated? Does it have subtitles?
I don't know. I thought about trying to watch it and seeing if I could. It's actually called Cafe Funikuli Funikula, which is technically the name of it in the book. So it's a 2018 movie. So I don't know. I don't know if there's subtitles. But while I was finding that, I found out that it is going to be a TV series, an American TV series. It got picked up by somebody that I can't find right now. Where the coffee gets cold. Ah, yes. SK Global picked up the rights to Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So they're going to be producing a show for it. Very cool. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be such a great show. I can't imagine that they're going to ruin it too bad because, I don't know, it's... when something's like cheesy and heartfelt, I imagine that it's easier to produce as a TV show than like a fantasy.
Right.
Or a pandemic series or something. So I imagine that they're going to do a really good job. I have no idea when it's going to be ready, when a trailer's going to be out. I have no idea about any of that. It said, this article that I had found was October 26, 2021. So who knows if they were able to get started on production? Who knows? But I think it's going to be really good.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. I'm
going
to watch
to update us when you find out.
Yeah. So just a reminder, again, this episode that we're recording right now is going to come out on, I know I said it wrong in the beginning of the podcast. You corrected me. Thank goodness. But this episode is going to be coming out Monday after Christmas, the 26th. We will not be recording that Monday. So we're going to be taking a 2-week break and we will record again on the 2nd of January. So there's not going to be one that's going to come out on January, but we're going to finally meet again and record then.
Right.
And that one will publish on the 9th of January. So I'm hoping we have a lot of time to read, relax, crochet, hang out, relax. I'm excited.
Yeah, I kind of am too. Like I'm going to maybe sleep in a little longer.
Yeah.
Gonna maybe get some
Tell you what I'm not doing is I'm not going to work on Monday.
No.
I'm gonna
better ask
wake
me.
up and read.
Yes. I'm gonna get some cleaning done.
Yeah. It's exciting.
I can't wait. I really wanted it to be done for Christmas. I wanted a clean house Christmas, but you know, life
I keep
happens.
sniffling. My nose keeps running. Sorry, everybody.
It's okay. Mine has started to feel like it wants to run. I think it's kind of cold in here, Brooke.
Yeah. It may be chilly in here.
So my nose has felt like really cold.
It was warm. Like when I woke up from my nap, it was like a 68 or something, and it was pumping pretty good.
Yeah.
But then I think once we settled down, it cooled back down.
Well, even if it is 68, I do know this just from living. When you're working, 68 feels warmer than when you're just sitting there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean, it might still be nice and cozy,
I don't think it is.
But
the thermostat. Well, I think it like senses when we're up and about. So it might think we might not actually be in the room.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it has set itself to we're not here.
Right. Like it might be like 60. So I'll just look at it in a minute when we're done. But yeah, although I do enjoy recording, I enjoy all of this. I really do.
Yeah.
I am also very excited to like not to have to worry about it, and I can just have extra time to just read.
Yeah. I mean, I felt a little guilty being excited to sleep.
Nah. You should always be excited to sleep.
Oh, but I'm glad I'm not going to have to set Okay, this is dumb. This is terrible. I never was like this before college. I learned some bad habits in college.
I think everybody did.
And one of those bad habits is snoozing. I never did that. I used to just get up.
Yeah.
And one of my first roommates snoozed. She taught me the art of snoozing.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm a professional snoozer.
I set my alarm for 6. And then I set it for 7. And then I set it for 7:30. And then I set it for 7:45. Well, this morning I didn't get up till 8. And I was like, oh, we got to go.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to get out the house.
Yeah.
And I really thought we were going to be late because we were watching Walker, Texas Ranger with my dad.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, we can't watch the end. We got to go. Get in the car.
We'll never know what happens. Gotta go.
I said, Dad, don't delete this one.
That's funny.
So, yeah, I'll be happy to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah. I shouldn't have taken that nap this morning. I had so much I needed to get done.
You're still going to get it done.
Ugh.
Just don't take a second nap.
I do have a random question. That's not random. I don't know why I said that, guys. It's not random at all. Do you have like any what's the word? Do you have like a TBR pile set for this 2-week span, or are you just gonna like pick and choose as you go?
I'm gonna finish.
Oh well. Knock on some wood. We don't know.
I'm gonna try to finish Run Rose Run.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to get at least halfway through Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So we didn't read last night. So the girls don't like to read every night like I do.
Yeah.
And so I'll say, I want to read. And they're like, Mom, I want to watch this or I want to watch that. So I get it. And I'm trying to not be like, I only read. Like when I was younger too, I could stay up later. And I can't stay up as late as I used to read.
Yeah. Not for me either.
You know, I try to get it. Like we're trying to watch Christmas movies right now. Or I am. And Ella still wants to watch Marvel. I'm like, but it's Christmas time. I want to watch Christmas movies.
I want to watch The Grinch.
So we watched, like I said, we watched Thor. So now I still have to watch Polar Express, White Christmas, and The Grinch. Both versions of The Grinch that I like. Not Tim Carrey.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah, Jim.
You don't like Jim Carrey's
version?
version?
I don't like Jim Carrey.
Oh.
I think
controversy has hit the podcast.
Okay, so his comedy style is just stupid comedy.
He's just goofy.
And that my brothers love that. Well, but I like Will Ferrell, but I don't like Jim Carrey. I don't know. I just don't like Jim Carrey.
You just don't. It's okay.
But I love Will Ferrell.
Friends.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's not like I worship the man anyway, so like it's fine.
So I just don't like his version.
I do like that version of the Grinch.
His version is okay. It's okay, I guess. But he's more scary and creepy than like the 1960s little kids version, which is my favorite, or used to be, and it's still, I love it. But I really like the newest.
The cartoon?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
It's really done well. It's really...
I might have to watch it.
It elaborates on the original in a very, I don't know how to put it. Like, it honors Dr. Seuss, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah.
Like, Jim Carrey made The Grinch his own. That's cool. That's his style. Yeah. But it's not like Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
And that's what I really love about the original.
Yeah.
Is it's I love Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And the remake is updated and it's really cool. But I feel like it kept the Dr. Seuss vibe.
Yeah.
More so than Jim Carrey's version.
Yeah.
And now, isn't he the one who did Scrooge? He did A Christmas Carol?
I think so.
I like that.
I think so.
I liked his version of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's okay. He just, like, his comedy is just stupid. He also did, what's that movie he did where it was like a reality show, but he was the only one who didn't know it was a reality show?
I liked that movie.
I liked that movie.
I haven't finished it. I never got to the end, but
really?
I liked it.
Okay, this was the very first time I fell asleep in church.
God, I always get the name wrong.
I watched it in college with a friend. I spent the night at her sister's house because she was at her sister's house, and I spent the night with her. And we stayed up all night and we watched The Truman Show, right?
Yeah,
The Truman Show.
I think so.
So we stayed up all night and watched that. And I tried not to fall asleep at church the next day. It was really hard.
Yeah.
It was the very first time I ever fell asleep in church. And it was at the Wetumpka Church of Christ. And then later I had friends there. And I always thought, I wonder if they remember me falling asleep in church that time I visited.
I wonder if they remember that.
But anyway, I like that show. I did like that movie. I mean, he does stuff that I like.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't say I hate him.
It's okay to not like certain. I could care less about Tom Cruise. Like,
I don't
or Brad
like Tom
Pitt.
Cruise.
I don't like either of them. It doesn't matter.
I don't like Tom Cruise. I used to like Tom Cruise, but then he lost his mind. Yeah. And I still enjoy his movies, I guess.
I mean, I watched Top Gun recently, the newer one, and I was like, oh, wow, that's actually, I mean, it was a good movie, and he was a okay actor in it just fine, like, whatever.
And I guess I would kind of like to maybe see that because I've seen the original Top Gun.
It was really good.
But he is a bit of a lunatic.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why some actors and actresses get blackballed in Hollywood and others don't.
Yeah.
I guess that's all I'm going to say.
That's another talk for another day.
I guess that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I understand.
He's weird.
He is weird.
And on that note, if I'm attracted to a man,
yeah,
and he's weird,
he's unattractive at that point.
He is no longer attractive.
Oh my gosh.
You could be the cutest man. You could just look perfect, and you open your mouth.
The second you start talking.
That's it. On the flip side, you could be unattractive.
Yeah.
And we could be friends, and then you could become attractive to me just because I really like you as a person.
Right.
So that's, another side. But yeah, he's weird. But anyway, so movies. The Grinch. I've already seen It's a Wonderful Life. Great Christmas movie. My dad doesn't like it. I don't know why. And he likes Jimmy Stewart. He said he just never could finish it. It's boring. I guess I still like my dad.
I guess.
So we watched It's a Wonderful Life. We've seen Miracle on 34th Street, the original, not the remake. It just wasn't, the remake wasn't as good.
Half the time that's the case.
Emma goes, are you sure that's Natalie Wood? It doesn't look like her. And I'm like, she's a kid. But yeah, it's her. Other great Christmas movies. I said I haven't seen Polar Express yet, but I got to see Polar Express.
But like you've never seen Polar Express?
No, just this year.
Oh gosh, okay.
I have to watch it every year.
I was like, I know you have to have seen.
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Polar Express, you need to. And I watch it every year. I haven't seen it yet this year. They won't let me watch it yet. And I'm like, when are we watching it? Because I'm been ready for like a month.
You need to watch that like on Christmas Eve.
I'm guessing that's what they're making me wait for.
That would be good.
I can't think of. We've seen several Christmas movies. What are some Christmas movies that you have to watch every year?
I'm really bad about watching stuff in general, but I do like The Grinch. Yeah, I know. I mean,
it's okay.
I full blown I've recently talked about this a lot. I just completely don't watch anything anymore. I do like The Grinch, The Polar Express. And what is the name of that movie? The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
I said it wrong like 4 times the other episode, a few episodes ago. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right now.
That's one of my best friend's favorite movies.
Yeah.
She has a whole cabinet of stuff.
Whole thing.
It's a good movie. We haven't watched that yet this year, so we need to watch that too.
A Christmas Story. That it's overplayed. I think it's a bit overplayed, but I do enjoy it. And once I go to my parents' house, it's going to be on all day. My dad's just going to have it on that channel all day. So.
I might actually watch it this year. I watched it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I hated it. But I think I might have hated it because Santa Claus kicks him down the...
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Yeah. And I think that that is the reason I hated the movie.
That's
honestly.
Fair. Yeah.
And I've never rewatched it. As a child, I said, I'm not watching that again. And I haven't. But so many people love it.
It's like a big...
I feel like maybe I would change my mind watching it as an adult. I just didn't like Santa Claus. Yeah. I was really upset with him.
Yeah, no, he was rude. I agree. But I know that's going to be playing. I guess I should say I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to watch it for Christmas, but it's been a thing every year for my entire life. So that I know we've talked about Charlie Brown a little bit. I do like all the Charlie Brown ones. So
me too.
The Christmas one.
I need to see if they're on anything on Roku.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I have to, if I watch The Grinch, the newest cartoon, I have to rent it. I own it on DVD, but I don't currently know where my DVD player is. So that's an issue. So I would have to rent it. So I may not watch it this year, which is sad because I really like it.
Yeah.
But last year, I think that's the reason why I didn't watch Charlie Brown Christmas is because I would have had to rent it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it's on something this year because last year Rudolph wasn't on anything.
Oh, Rudolph is good too.
I watched Rudolph and Frosty. I forgot. Those were the other ones I was trying to remember. We've watched Rudolph, but I might rewatch it because I actually stopped it halfway through because I was tired and I went to bed and I don't think I finished it. So we might rewatch that, but it wasn't free last year and it was this year. So maybe Charlie Brown will be this year. We'll see.
I keep hitting stuff.
But okay. Maybe you should text me some of these movies so I can look them up later when I get home. Yeah. Because you know me, I'll forget. But yeah, I like Charlie Brown too. I love everything Charlie Brown.
Yeah, love Charlie Brown.
Lucy, on the other hand.
She can she can kick that football. That's what I'll say.
The teacher was always my favorite.
Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, so that's what I'm pretty sure what Austin hears when I talk. So
that's what every man hears when their wife talks.
Wah, 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 wah.
Sometimes that's what we hear when they talk, so it's okay. It's fair.
It's fair. Oh, I do have a little bit of a Christmas TBR pile.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a pretty
wow.
A pretty enthusiastic TBR pile.
If you get this read on our week off, I'm going to be super impressed.
Well, my goal is to get this edited really quickly, have it done, and then not do anything else
all week.
I'm not going to talk about them a whole lot, but I will say the titles and the authors. That way you can look them up in your own time. Because we're hitting the limit here.
Yeah.
So
that's okay. There's a lot of editing.
So I have the first of a series called Arrows of the Queen by Mercedes Lackey. I had asked for books that were like Harry Potter equestrian-esque, and this was one of the books that got recommended to me.
Interesting.
So I'm excited to start that at some point in life. I think I'll really enjoy it. And it's a series. I don't know how many books are in it, but I'll have to look that up. So the next one I have is the sequel to The Golden Compass. So it's the second in a series. I read the Golden Compass earlier this year. Actually, I have reread that book a few times. Well, we're not going back to that. So this is the sequel to The Golden Compass. It's the second book in the His Dark Materials trilogy, I think is what it's called. It's called The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman. So I actually went out of my way to find this exact copy because this is the exact copy that goes with my first book copy. And I've had that book since I was a child.
That's really cool.
I wanted to find the one that matches.
Yeah.
There's that. This would be, if I got to this book, this would be the second Frederick Bachman book that I've read. Mm-hmm. And it's Beartown. I think it's about a small town and their hockey team in Colorado, I want to say. I'm probably wrong, so, whatever. Some drama goes down and stuff gets questioned.
Okay.
And then I want to, if I can, read Station 11 again by Emily St. John Mandel.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put that down. Move on. This would be the third book in the series I'm currently reading, which is Soul Riders. So this one is Soul Riders Darkness Falling by Helena Dahlgren. And that would be fun if I could get to that, which I'm sure I will. I'm currently, spoiler alert everybody, I'm currently on the second book in the trilogy, so I'll probably slide right into that one. I have the Christmas book that I was mentioning. That's like the only Christmas book I have. Mm-hmm. The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. Mm-hmm. Which I shouldn't say is the only Christmas book I have, because I think technically this is a Christmas book. And it's the only other book that is published under J.K. Rowling. So it's the Ichabod by J.K. Rowling. Mm-hmm. I think it's a Christmassy. I know, I've heard of the Ichabod, but I don't know what the tale is behind the Ichabod.
Right. I don't either.
I think it's a Christmas-esque story, but regardless, I want to read it at some point.
And I like the cover. That's
a really pretty cover. I got this when it first came out, so I don't have a paperback version, in case you were wondering why it's hard copy. This is the start of a book series as well. I don't know how many are in it. I think it's 3 or 4. It's called The Mirror Visitor. Mm-hmm. Series. The first book is called A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos.
Dubois?
It's
How's it spelled?
Day. Dabos.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
But I've always been drawn to this cover. All of the covers are like this. They're really,
it's really pretty.
Really pretty hand-drawn scene and a pale background. This one's blue. I think the next one's the next one's either pink or green, but it's the same kind of prettyfulness. It's about a girl, I think, in a fantasy world who can go through mirrors. So that's kind of fun. I read the first chapter of this on one of my trips to see my friend in North Carolina. And then I bought it that day. So I'm going to start that at some point. And it's definitely a winter book because it's got winter in the title. It's got to be a winter book. This is just completely random and out of left field because I want to read this at some point. And lately I've been kind of feeling zombies. But I haven't picked up anything with zombies. It's The Living Dead by George A. Romero and Daniel Cross. So that's fun. That is the reason I picked it up. I was like, The Living Dead. That looks exactly like The Walking Dead. So I picked it up, and then it said George A. Romero, and I was like, yep, buying it.
That's funny.
But I've sort of been feeling zombies. So, Christmas, zombies, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's my little...
That's cool.
My tiny little TBR pile.
Yeah. I can't wait to find out what you read and what you don't read.
Yeah.
You were talking about Bridge to Terabithia, and I know we got to go, but we watched that. I forgot to mention we watched that.
I want to watch it. I might watch it today.
Emma says, Peta's in that.
Peta is in that.
What? He's like 12 years old. Yeah. He's so little.
He's a tiny little boy.
He's so cute.
Yeah. He's a wee little one.
I cried.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah. Like, was it like ugly sobs, or was it like...
No, it was just, they knew I was going to cry.
Yeah.
And they waited for it. They looked at me, and they like to stare at me when they know I'm going to cry, and then they make fun of me.
How evil. Kids. No, I know I'm going to cry when I watch. I cried when I listened to it.
Yeah.
Which I won't go into that, because that'll be for our next episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next. But yeah, so that's...
I think I want to watch that too.
You should. Yeah, you're going to cry.
That's all I've got.
So what we learned today is that we're both crybabies.
Yeah, we are.
But you hold it in better.
I do pretty well.
Okay, so that's it. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes, Merry Christmas, and happy birthday, Emma, again. She's asleep, but
she is, yeah. We hope you guys enjoy your Christmas. Don't forget to check out the show notes.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a lot this week, but book tags usually are, because there's
so
a lot of books.
So far, they seem to be, for us at least.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's good that it gives you guys a lot of options of things to read that maybe you haven't read before.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anything you're currently reading, then check out the list.
Yeah.
And you get a good idea from there, maybe. Don't forget to check out our Instagram and Facebook, because we'll probably have the pictures posted before this airs. But if you haven't checked it out by the time this airs, check out our Christmas trees that our book trees that we're going to post. Or book snowman. How are you going to stack it?
The thing was build a snowman, but I think I'm going to say it's a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, just check it out and see our pictures. I guess that's it. Yeah. No more notes. Thank you, Kindred Spirits, for listening to us every week. I don't know about Brooke, but it's just really cool to have people talk to me about the Bookcast.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I really enjoy that too.
And we just really appreciate you listening and supporting us. And Kindred Spirits are not so scarce as I used to think. It's splendid to know there are so many of you in the world. Until next time, stay happily booked.